actor Larenz Tate, born on September the 8th, 1975, on the west side of Chicago, Illinois. Larenz is the youngest of three boys. His other two older brothers are actors as well. Larenz moved from the west side of Chicago to the great California, Cali, with his family in the early 1980s. His family made that move to California in search of a better life. Maybe something in movies, or to find something for the kids to get in movies, star in movies, the boys, their sons. So, yeah, so they moved to Cali for a better opportunity and better life. One of Larenz's first big breaks was starring in the episode of The Twilight Zone in 1985. The appearance on the Twilight Zone episode triggered other appearances on TV, like he had appearances on the TV show 21 Jump Street, Family Matters, and The Wonder Years. He was also able to secure himself a role in the late 1980s TV miniseries The Women of Brewster Place. All this thriving exposure for Larenz led him to be a part of the TV series The Royal Family, starring legendary comedians Redd Foxx and Della Reese. A show from the early 90s, like 1990, it's called The Royal Family, and Larenz Tate was part of the cast. And like I said, it was starring Redd Foxx and Della Reese. Rest in peace to both of these legends. But yeah, so that was a brief TV show. It didn't last that long. It didn't last too long, but mostly because of the unexpected passing of Redd Foxx. But that was in the early 90s. In 1993, Larenz got his first real big break in the movies with his breakout role in Menace to Society, movie about the inner city of LA, the rough life of inner city in LA, Menace to Society. Larenz's character in Menace to Society was Old Dog, just a young directionless young man who just didn't give a fuck, and he was just down for whatever, 187s, anything else, whatever. He was just down. He was about that life. So he played the character of Old Dog, ruthless young man, Old Dog. Larenz followed his success in Menace to Society movie up with 1994's The Inkwell. The Inkwell was a movie that centered around the character that Larenz played, which was called, his name was Drew, the character that Larenz, forgive me for that little snafu there, but The Inkwell was a movie that is centered around Larenz's character Drew, who was a 16-year-old boy still dealing with the trauma. He's still recovering from the trauma of accidentally burning down his own house. That was the crux of the movie, really. Even though Inkwell was about a getaway for more wealthier black folks, but Larenz played a 16-year-old he's still recovering from the trauma of accidentally burning down his own house. The movie also starred Jada Pinkett, known as Jada Pinkett Smith these days, but she was Jada Pinkett. She was still Jada, good old Jada Pinkett back then. In 1995, Larenz starred in the movie Dead Presidents, and this was a good movie, and it just had so much depth to this movie. So, yeah. In the movie Dead Presidents, Larenz played a Vietnam vet who comes back home to find out that, for all that he did and fought for this country, that, the benefits and, for him doing that and afforded him wasn't there. They were invisible. They really wasn't there. It really wasn't no benefits or anything. He still was in the struggle once he came back. It was nothing that he really didn't excel in his life so much. So he found himself in the crunch where he felt like he was trapped and stuck. And it was just a really, really, really good story. I think it was, because the character Anthony was in my opinion, he was a good guy overall. He was a good guy. He just was he felt stuck and he felt trapped, and any one of us would do things that we maybe not think that we would ever do if we feel trapped and stuck. And that's what he succumbed to. But he played the character of Anthony. He played a good role of Anthony, I have to say. Before I proceed, I just want to go back a little bit. I want to go back to a TV series that Larenz was part of. I didn't add this earlier, but I just want to add this. He played in an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the 1990s TV series that starred Will Smith. His character was named Kenny in the episode he played in, and he was just a character who was putting the moves on Ashley Banks, on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he was using Will's cum lines, or if you are familiar with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know what I mean. But he was using Will's kind of tutelage of how to come to girls, and he was trying to use that on Ashley and Ashley Banks, the character Ashley. But it was a nice episode. If you could check that episode out. But he also played in an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I just wanted to add that. Moving on. Larenz also he had a role in the 1997 movie The Postman that starred Kevin Costner. In the movie The Postman, Larenz played the character of Ford Lincoln Mercury. So 1997 movie The Postman, Larenz played the character of Ford Lincoln Mercury. Also in 1997, Larenz starred in the classic Love Tale movie, Love Jones, the classic Love Jones. And he starred alongside the beautiful Nia Long in that movie. So that was also in 1997. In the movie Love Jones, Larenz plays Darius Lovehall, an author and part-time poet. Pretty smooth brother. He was smooth with the ladies and all that. The character Darius Lovehall, and he eventually found one who he fell in love with, and he struggled to admit and come to terms with that. So that was his character in Love Jones. Very good role. He played a very good character in this movie. In 1998, the movie Why Do Fools Fall in Love, where you found Larenz acting in the movie with three beautiful actresses, Halle Berry, Layla Rashawn, and Vivica A. Fox. In the film, Larenz portrays legendary singer Frankie Lyman, So he portrayed the legendary singer Frankie Lyman in this movie, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, released in 1998. In the year 2000, Larenz starred in the movie Love Come Down, which also starred R&B singer Deborah Cox. In 2000, Larenz starred in the movie Love Come Down, which also starred R&B singer Deborah Cox. In this movie, Larenz played an inspiring comedian named Neville Carter, who was trying to rebuild his life after a stint in a drug rehabilitation center. In 2003, Larenz starred in the movie A Man Apart with his co-star with Vin Diesel. So, Man Apart, which came out in 2003, starring Larenz Tate and Vin Diesel. In the movie, Larenz played a DEA agent, Demetrius Hicks. Also in 2003, Larenz starred in the movie Biker Boys, in which Larenz plays the character Wood. Wood is part of a motorcycle club called the Strays. Wood's romance with this young lady also puts him in conflict with someone else in the movie. So, yeah, that's what he played in Biker Boys. In 2004, Larenz was also a part of the cast of the heavily awarded movie Crash. In this film, Larenz had a small role. He basically had a role of his character name was Peter Waters, and he had a small role. Like you see in this picture here, he's featured with rapper Ludacris, who was also in the movie Crash. But Larenz had a small role in the movie Crash. Basically, where he came out of a restaurant with the Ludacris, the character that the character that Ludacris played, and they came out of a restaurant and they were complaining of racial discrimination. That's basically the only scene, one of the only scenes that Larenz Tate was in that movie Crash. In 2006, Larenz starred in the movie Waist Deep with Tyrese and Megan Good. They also starred in that movie in 2006. In this film, Larenz played Lucky, the brother of the lead character in the movie, played by Tyrese, whose son was kidnapped by a drug lord. Just to clarify, the lead character that was portrayed by Tyrese's son was kidnapped by a drug lord, not the character played by Larenz Tate, Lucky. No, it wasn't Larenz Tate's character, Lucky's son, that was kidnapped by the drug lord. It was the lead character portrayed by Tyrese. His son was kidnapped by a drug lord. I just wanted to clarify that. In 2017, Larenz joined the cast of the TV series, the gritty TV series Power. In the TV series, Larenz played the recurring role of Councilman Larenz Tate. In this video, I highlighted a lot of the work of Larenz Tate, but I didn't cover the full gamut. He's been in many things. He's been in many other TV series. He's been in several other movies. He's also been in music videos. He's been in several things. I think he's done voiceover work. He's done a lot of things. So he's done a lot of things in Hollywood. He's definitely put his staple in Hollywood. So give it up for this brother here. But like I said, I couldn't cover it all, but he's done a lot, and he deserves to be appreciated. Larenz Tate has done a lot. He's done a good amount. So just show this brother some love in the comments, if you will. And I'm just gonna end it here on this brother, Larenz Tate, and he's definitely somebody that's underappreciated because he's a great actor. He's still presently working now, today, in the present day. And I wish this brother nothing but mucho and much more success, because he's well deserving of it. And with that, I'm going to end the video right there. And please feel free to like the video, share the video, comment on this video as well. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would much appreciate it. And on this one, I would say, Larenz, you are the man. And after that, I'm going to say, as I always say, peace. And I'm out.